Alright everyone, Jason coming back at you with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I go about sourcing. It's going to be broken up into 3 parts. This is part 1. And I'm going to show you how I find wholesale distributors using targeted keywords on Google. And I'm going to show you some things to look for when you go inside of these websites, some red flags, and some other things that maybe you might normally not think of. So this is more of a training exercise and to kind of see what my rationale is for when I go and find these wholesale distributors. Now, before I go on with this, I want to let you guys know that part 3 of this is going to be in a masterclass. It's going to be a live webinar that I'm holding next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The link is going to be in the description to this video. So if you guys want to see that, click the link and sign up for it. There's going to be a landing page, and all you have to do is provide your email, and you'll get reminders for when the live goes off. So I'm going to get right into this and show you guys exactly what I do. This is completely unscripted, right off the cusp, and I'm just going to pick a random niche, and I'm going to go into Google and try to find wholesale distributors based on some targeted keywords. So let me just switch my screen here. Okay, here we are. Google. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a random niche. Let's go with drones. Okay, I see a lot of people talking about drones these days, so we're gonna target the keyword drone. Okay, wholesale distributor drones. Okay, there we are. This is the first one. We see Wynett Distribution LLC in the meta title. Let's click that, open it up. Okay, so right off the bat, there's a couple of things that you can really take out of somebody's homepage. All right, this homepage, we can see right here, this is almost a mission statement and telling us what they do as a distributor. Okay, they're serving, they serve the United States mostly, right? And I'm concerned with the United States. A lot of these companies will be in Australia, United Kingdom, other places like that. We're going to just do United States for the purposes of this video. First things first, you want to check out the About Us page. Most companies are going to have an About Us page. They have an About Us tab, so you can see their core values. Okay, that looks like a dead link. You will run into dead links on some of these websites. Logistics, events, and trade show. This is an interesting tab right here. Okay, you can see that they went to these 2 trade shows. Now, what we could do is we could go and take the names of these trade shows and then look actually into the trade shows and see what their sponsored exhibitors are, and then try to get in touch with those sponsored exhibitors if they're wholesale distributors. Okay, you're going to have to call some of these companies on the phone. There's no doubt. I would highly suggest that you not only make contact with them through email, but also by calling them and asking them some very specific questions, which I'll talk about later in this. Okay, so we have a Shop Direct tab here. Okay, we're not concerned with that. Let's click this one right here, resellers. Okay, that's what we're looking to be, as a reseller. Let's read this together. Become a reseller with Wynett. Whether you're looking into starting a retail business or expanding your current product catalog, Wynett can help you from the most in-demand consumer electronics to outdoor gear, security, and imaging products. Our team can help your business succeed. Below you will find information and tools. Okay, that's their address. A lot of times what I'll do is actually go and check to see if they have a warehouse, or check out what this physical address looks like. Okay, we see about Wynett Distribution. We want to know if they have fulfillment centers. We'll call them. We can ask them specific questions. Okay, we have a credit application here, and looks like there's net terms section down there. What net terms is that they'll give you a credit line essentially. So if their net terms are net 45, that would mean that you pay a certain percentage of the products up front, and then you have 45 days to pay it off. So it's almost like a loan, and you can take advantage of that by not being short capped. Okay, even though dropshipping, we're never really short capped. That's usually for people who are buying wholesale and then warehousing it so that they're not short capped. So we're not really concerned with credit application or net terms. We're concerned with the sales and use tax certificate. Okay, we're going to have to provide them with documentation that we are allowed to resell in certain states, and I can make a whole course on that, but I'll definitely come out with a whole separate YouTube video about sales and use tax certificate, resellers certificates, all that stuff. So I'm just trying to go through here and actually verify that they're a legit supplier, and if they are, how we can go and contact them later. So we can see that they don't have an integrated cart on here, which means that there's no cart in the top left or top right, so you can't buy directly on here without some type of reseller portal. So that's good. That means that they're not selling directly to the public here. Okay, let's check out a couple more things here. I'm just really perusing around here. All right, Wynett Rugged Retail. Okay, they're just explaining where they are. All this stuff right here is explaining what they're trying to do in the supply chain, what their product base is, what their intentions are as a wholesaler, what their mission statement is, all that kind of thing. Down here, you can see these are some major brands that they sell, okay? And so what I would do at this point, okay, and obviously I'm making this more brief than it should be, but at a certain point you have to say, is this worth following up with this company or not? And this company to me is actually a really good looking wholesale distributor. So what I would do is get the URL for them. I would take down their info at wynett.com. That's their direct email. I would take down their phone number, and I would put all this into an Excel sheet. And I would also say, if make a note if I've contacted them or not, and what the wholesale application process looks like. Take some notes down, and that way that you remind yourself, okay, this company hasn't got back to me, let's follow up with them tomorrow, that type of thing. Because all these companies, they're not very good at answering messages. It's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. It's kind of like that girl at a party who has all the guys coming to her, and she doesn't really have to try. She doesn't have to work for it. All these guys are coming. So you're trying to get your name out there and get in touch with them and build a relationship with them so that you guys can actually work together, because they're not going to hunt you down. They're not going to follow up with you. I know it sounds counterintuitive since it is B2B, but that's just how the game is. There's so many companies coming to them and trying to inquire with them. So you have to kind of follow up with them sometimes 5 to 10 times. And that's what I've seen works best. And I like to call them. Calling people, introducing yourself over the phone, that's the best way, most effective way to actually build a relationship with these companies, and to get that wholesale application, and to get that wholesale application approved, and then to start buying their products. Okay, so we're going to X out of this one. We would take their information down, put it into an Excel sheet, and move on. Let's check out this second one here, HKTDC. Okay, so I already see some red flags on this website. First things first, you can see all this Chinese lettering here. I'm not concerned with buying off of DHgate, AliExpress, that type of thing. I'm concerned with getting in touch with domestic wholesale suppliers, and this looks like a directory anyway. Okay, they're selling generic toys and generic drones here, right? They have tons and tons of categories of products. So they're trying to position themselves more like China.com or globalsolutions.com. There's a whole bunch of these types of websites. This would be if you're looking to get the product manufactured, most likely in China, and then have it shipped to us. So we're not concerned with a company like that. Move on. Petra. Tom's talked about Petra before. I don't think they were a very good supplier, so he moved on from them. Oberlo, that's a Shopify plugin, and you pay a certain rate to. It's another directory. Okay, so we're gonna avoid directories. I don't know anybody who has had good experiences with directories, although I haven't actually used directories myself, so I don't want to talk too much about directories. In my opinion on directories, I talked about it in the Facebook group this week, so if anybody's actually interested in that, you can go and read my post. Okay. This company, this does not look. Okay, existing resellers. To place wholesale orders with your existing reseller account, log in to get. Okay, wholesale products by brand. Become a new reseller. To become a dealer that can buy wholesale, get. Okay, reseller sign up process. I'm not familiar with this company. Let's read here. This is directions on how to become an authorized reseller. Distribute some of the highest quality and most respected products within FPV. To become a reseller, please follow these steps. If you have not done so already, please register an account. Summarize your store's details in an email. Please provide these details: your name, your store name, and location. Do you sell? Okay, so this is a lot of information that you would normally fill out in a wholesale application. How long have you been in business? If you're in the U.S., provide a copy of PDF of your company's resales tax certificate. Okay, so this is essentially a wholesale application. They want you to send it to wholesale@gettpv.com. This company, I would put them into a sheet, okay? I would definitely put them into a sheet and follow up with them. I would also say that they're not as promising looking of a wholesale distributor as the first one. And mainly it's because you go onto their website, they have this search bar here, free shipping on orders over $80 in an integrated cart. So are they positioning themselves as a true wholesale distributor, or are they positioning themselves as a retailer? Okay. And that's what we talked about in the last YouTube episode about the supply chain. Wholesale, okay. DH Gate, we're going to avoid DH Gate. Cool City Trading, let's see what they're all about. I feel like I could have heard of them before. Okay. Pop up. One of the things I would like to point out about these websites too is you're going to notice a lot of these websites look very poor. You can tell that they haven't put a lot of money into their branding or their marketing. Look at the logo. It looks like somebody did it in paint about 15 years ago, right? And we're going to come down to the About Us page. What was I going to say about that? Oh, yeah. So when a company doesn't put a lot of money into their website, it's actually a good thing. Within reason, of course. Now, if the website is dead links everywhere and nothing looks like it was updated in 15, 20 years, that's usually a problem because they probably actually aren't even in business anymore. But a company like this, you can tell that they're just, not concerned with putting any money into the website at all. So as a wholesale distributor, and you want to go to companies that aren't going to be putting a ton of money into that type of thing. Okay, because they shouldn't be concerned with being a retailer. This is the About Us page. Looks terrible. Contact us. Wholesale discounts. Okay, what's this all about? Because they want me to sign up. Okay, forget about this website. I'm not going through that. If you wanted to, you could call them and see what they're up to. But this company pissed me off because I don't want to sign up for their newsletter. So we'll just move on. I mean, there's tons of companies that are even in this one little niche. There's so much possibility, guys, that, just because one company doesn't seem promising, or you don't want to work with them, or there's a couple of things that you think are red flags, there's tons of other companies out there. Ad, we're going to avoid the ads. Cool City Trading, we already did. Okay, Urban Drones, let's check them out. And I know I'm going really fast with this, so that's why I'm going to break this up into 3 parts, and I'm going to show you guys different strategies that I use in all 3 different parts. But this is actually a very involved process, but for the context of YouTube, I don't want to make an hour-long tutorial video on this. Become an Urban Drones authorized dealer. They spelled authorized wrong. You're almost on your way. To become a dealer, just follow these simple steps. Register an account here. Send us an email here. Your name, your email, your business name, business address, website. Where do you sell? Amazon website, brick and mortar, other. How long have you been in business? Your business resale certificate. Okay, so that's their instructions, just like in the other one that we were talking about before. That's their instructions of where to send that information, what to send, and hopefully that's equivalent to a wholesale, that's basically equivalent to the wholesale account. They'll review the information, maybe follow up with you, and hopefully you'll get an account and you'll have a special dedicated login for your wholesale account where you get special pricing. Okay. I don't know much about this company. We could go in here and check out what they sell. They definitely specialize in drones. That's good. Okay. That is annoying to me, and that's something that a lot of retail companies do. So again, where are they in the supply chain? What do they, do they offer true wholesale? And that's another thing. Some of these companies might not offer true wholesale. What I mean by that is, instead of giving us Keystone pricing, which is, okay, let's say a product costs $100. Keystone pricing would be they give you the wholesale price of $50. It's true wholesale. Some of these companies might only give you 10%, 20% wholesale. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for true wholesale. And a company like this, more than just going off my experience, this company is going to give you something like 10 to 20%. And it's hard to compete when you're not getting true wholesale prices. But nonetheless, we're still going to put their information into an Excel sheet and we'll follow up with them after. Okay, let's see this one. Number 1 drone wholesale distributor of commercial drones. Let's check these guys out. DC Circle. Okay, again, this is quite a normal looking wholesale website. Government contracts, introduction to drone certificates. They do government contracts. It's interesting. I forgot that drones are used in the military. Okay, let's check the About Us page here. 404 not found. Dead link. That's okay. Why drones? We're looking for some type of link for resellers or wholesale. Privacy terms and conditions. They're definitely a wholesale distributor based on their, where was their link? Right here. Based on their meta title and meta description, right? But it also seems to me like their main focus is government contracts. So they might not be able to sell to the general, to resellers like us. I almost said general public, but resellers like us. And more than likely, we're not going to be able to get a dropshipping account with them. They probably don't even do that. But again, it can't hurt to call and follow up and ask questions, right? Madeinchina.com, we're going to avoid that. India Mart, I'm avoiding anything from another country here. Okay, DJI, I don't see anything in their meta description or meta title about wholesale, so we're going to move on. Wholesale DJI Phantom Splashboard Australia. Okay, if you're watching this from Australia, that could work. Dealers and resellers AdventureX. Let's see what this is all about here. Dealership applications for both brick and mortar as well as online dealers. We prefer our dealers to have a brick and mortar location, although this is not required. Applicants that have a brick and mortar location. Okay. Dealers that sell or intend to sell solely online will be required to provide us with all domains where you will be advertising products. We do not accept dealers that exclusively sell on marketplaces such as Amazon or eBay. So that's the kind of stuff that obviously you might say, I'm not even gonna follow up with them because they say that I can't exclusively sell on eBay and Amazon. However, if you have an existing online store, right? It says this word right here is key. It says exclusively. We do not accept dealers that exclusively sell on marketplaces such as Amazon and eBay. So you can go and actually get approved from them and say, I have a website, right? And I intend to sell on my website, but I'm also going to supplement that by selling on eBay and Amazon. Okay. And if they have any problems with that, they'll let you know. But according to that language, we should be able to go ahead and get that taken care of and actually sell on eBay or Amazon. Okay. We're going to go through a couple more here, but you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from with this. This is UK and Ireland. Okay. If you're from UK or Ireland, you can check out CMS Distribution. drones.co.uk. Again, that's going to be United Kingdom. Stamp Global, the leader in pro AV distribution. I've seen this AV term. I'm not really sure what that means because I told you guys I'm not familiar with drones at all. I've never actually sold drones. This website is, wow, this is a really bad website. Nothing loaded properly. So this is like what I was talking about before. When you see a website that looks similar to this, move on. Okay, you can tell it's all broken up. It looks terrible. If a company doesn't actually put in enough time that the website it's not navigable, then you're going to avoid them. They don't hold themselves up to any sort of professionalism. Okay, what is this? DSLR Pros reseller application, wholesale pricing plus optional drop shipping. Okay, do you want to sell drones? We make it fast and easy to sell drones and drone related products to your customers. Simply apply to be a reseller and we drop ship orders directly to your customers. There you go. Perfect. E-commerce stores or online sellers, retail brick and mortar, specialized equipment distributors. Okay, this is good. And this would be essentially a preliminary application. A lot of times they'll ask for supplementary information after the initial round. You can see that they're selling all of these brands of drones. Okay. So this is definitely a winner right here. Reseller application. See all the different types of products they're selling. Boom. This is a perfect one. And I actually would encourage you guys, if you're interested in selling drones, this is a great one. This and the first one that we did are by far the two best. Okay. So I would take their information down, follow up with them, and try to resell their products. And here's another thing. So right now we're on page 4 of Google. Most of the time I like to go all the way up to page 10. And check out all these websites, and what I would do after that is actually change these keywords. I would maybe reorder them to distributor, drone distributor, or wholesale drones, buy wholesale drones, maybe drone supplier, US drone supplier. Mix up the keywords, but you have to keep these 3 keywords right here. You have to keep those in mind. Okay, these are definitely winning keywords to finding the right products. You don't want to just put something really untargeted like sell drones or sell drones today or anything. You don't want to do that because you're going to get mostly links to Amazon and other retail websites. Now I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here, but I hope this has helped. We're going to go through just a couple more here. Let's see, slant range distributors. Okay, what do they do? Premium partners, okay. Colombia, Panama. It looks like a lot of their stuff is in different countries, but we can see here a lot of these companies, okay, look at this one, United States. You're an enterprise dealer and repair center selling complete drone solutions, including slant range systems and services. So slant range is most likely the manufacturer, and these are companies that they work with. So these are mostly going to be wholesale distributors, and you could go open this company in a new tab, look for any Action Drone US. Okay, you could open them in a new tab. Drone Nerds, I think we already went by them. We could open them in a new tab. Hungry, okay, with Drone Store. Okay, you can open all these ones in new tabs and check each one of those out individually. That's a dead link. Check all those companies out and see what they're all about. Okay, so I would go all the way up to page 10. And I would check out as many of these companies as possible. I would record each one. I would take down their contact information, and I would really analyze where they are in the supply chain, ask some questions over the phone, and I could actually do a live or just a YouTube episode where I talk to these wholesale suppliers on the phone. If that's something you guys like to see, let me know. The next part of this series, I'm going to go and show you guys my second strategy. And hopefully by the time I do my third strategy live, you guys can kind of see all of my strategies and put them together and make it all condensed. And then you'll have the tools necessary to go and find these wholesale suppliers. Okay. If you guys like this content, let me know. I would appreciate it if you could comment, like, and subscribe on my video. And remember to check out in the description where I have the masterclass sign up. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if this has helped you. I know I had to go over it quick. This is actually a very involved subject, but for the context of YouTube, I didn't want this to go over like 20 minutes. I don't know how long I did, but thank you guys so much, and I appreciate all the support.